18.1, time to the hour. How do you tell time to the hour? Start at 1 and write the unknown numbers on the number line. So 1, 2, what comes after 2? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The same thing can be said about the faces of a clock. The numbers go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 is always at the top, 6 is always at the bottom, 9 and 3 are always across from each other. That's one way to tell the faces of a clock. Okay, what does this clock show? The hour hand is the shorter one. The hour hand points to the 3. The minute hand points to the 12. So it's 3 o'clock. Say 3 o'clock. Write 3 o'clock. Okay, look at where the hour hand points, write the time. So the hour hand is the short one, the minute hand is the long one. So over here, number 1, the hour hand is pointing to the 9, and the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 9 o'clock. Okay. Over here, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, the hour hand is pointing to the 1, so that makes it 1 o'clock. Okay, number 3, the hour hand is pointing to the 11 and the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 11 o'clock. Okay, number 4, the hour hand is pointing to the 6, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 6 o'clock. Okay, number 5, the hour hand is pointing to the 7, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 7 o'clock. Number 6, the hour hand is pointing to the 5, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 5 o'clock. Look at where the hour hand points and write the time. Okay, the hour hand is pointing to the 4, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 4 o'clock. Number 8, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, the hour hand is pointing to the 10, so that makes it 10 o'clock. Okay, number 9, the hour hand is pointing to the 6, the minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 6 o'clock. Which time is not the same? We're circled it. We're looking at 1 o'clock. We want the clock to say 1 o'clock. So the hour hand needs to be pointing to the 1, which is the short hand. So the short hand needs to be pointing to the 1. Which one is not the same? Okay, this one is not the same because this one is 11 o'clock. Okay, Morgan leaves for school at 8 o'clock. Write and draw to show 8 o'clock. So you need to draw the hour hand, which is the shorter one, pointing to the 8, and the minute hand pointing to the 12. So it would be 8 o'clock. All right. What time does the clock show? So the hour hand is pointing to the 8, the minute hand is pointing to the 12. Which time is it? Number 13. Which clock shows 3 o'clock? So which clock shows the hour hand pointing to the 3? Number 14. On Jody's clock, the hour hand points to the 10, which shows Jody's clock. So it has to be the one where the hour hand is pointing to the 10. The short one is the hour hand. Number 15. What time does the clock show? Okay, so the hour hand is pointing to the 2. The minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that means it's something o'clock, but the hour hand shows you which number it's going to be. Okay, look at the hour where the hour hand points, write the time. Okay, so the hour hand on number 1 is pointing to 2, so that makes it 2 o'clock. Number 2, the hour hand is pointing to 7, so that makes it 7 o'clock. Number 3, the hour hand is pointing to what? The 9, so that makes it 9 o'clock. Number 4, Let's look at number 4. The hour hand is pointing to the 4. The minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 4 o'clock. Number 5. The hour hand is pointing to the 6. The minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that makes it 6 o'clock. Okay, and number 6. Ooh, this one's tricky. They're both pointing in the same direction. So the hour hand is pointing to the 12. The minute hand is pointing to the 12. That makes it 12 o'clock. All right, Suzanne eats dinner at 5 o'clock. Write and draw to show 5 o'clock. All right, so you're going to draw the minute hand at facing the 12 and the hour hand facing the 5. All right, and then I want you to answer these questions on your own. All right, so number 8, the clock shows the time Matt gets up in the morning. What time does the clock show? So what time does he get up in the morning? Which number is being pointed to by the hour hand? Number 9, which clock shows 6 o'clock? So the hour hand needs to be pointing to the 6. Number 10, look at the hour hand. What time is it? The hour hand is pointing to the 10, so what time is it? And number 11, what time does the clock show? So look at the clock. Look at, it's pointing to the 3, so what time is it? All right.